Peyton Barger. Working at SB 252.
How you guys doing today? Welcome to SB 252. Please make sure you like this video, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification button to make sure you're notified every time I post a new video. I'm your host, Kurt. So let's get right into some college football that just happened yesterday. Let's relay and rehash about the 3 games of the 3 top quarterbacks, I believe, in the whole college football. Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, and Lamar Jackson are the 3 top dogs in college football at the quarterback position. Who will get Heisman? Well, Lamar Jackson is the defending Heisman this season, but he didn't look very well yesterday. He threw the ball 42 times, only completed about half of his passes. He did throw for 4 touchdowns, but most of them were late touchdowns, and he had 2 interceptions and that 1 pick six. It appears as if, to me, Lamar Jackson, as soon as the pressure comes on, and if you're not winning by 20 points, 30 points, you lose your composure. After that pick six, he was very frustrated, and he started to miss receivers. He didn't look very well after the interception. Quite frankly, he didn't look good before the interception. He just had an off night. His receivers just appeared to be running the wrong routes, and you got to blame the coaches for that. There's no excuse in a big-time game. I know he's got young receivers, but you got to run the right routes, and you got to run the routes correctly. So Lamar Jackson, I'm very frustrated for you. It's very unfortunate. I had you guys in the playoffs. I don't know where you're going to go from here. That's terrible because your defense looked awful. Who would have known that Kelly Bryant would have went into Lamar Jackson's house and outplayed Louisville and outplayed Lamar Jackson? That's the 4th straight loss in a row for Louisville against Clemson, and you just can't count out the champs. So congratulations to Dabo Swinney. I like you. You got the victory. Now let's talk about the later game that happened, USC versus Texas Longhorns. Now, the Texas Longhorns came into this game into Pasadena, 92,000 strong were in the house, and Texas was clearly the underdogs. Obviously, the Trojans, a lot of people think they're going to go to the playoffs. I think they're going to go to the playoffs, but I was nervous last night. USC had many chances in this game to put away the Longhorns. Most notably, early in the game, they drove the ball all the way to the 1-yard line, and they just couldn't get in the end zone on the 4th down conversion. Now, I like the running back, Ronald Jones, who proved that he was a decent player at the end of the half. When he caught a ball and ran in for a touchdown, that's amazing. But that wasn't the only play at the end of a half in college football yesterday that eventually led to a touchdown. So stay tuned, and I'll tell you at the end of the video. Most of you guys probably already know, but we'll talk about it. So USC, you had many chances to put them away, like I said. This game went to double overtime. But at the end of the game, Texas had no offense all game. But right when the game was on the line, Ellinger, the freshman, came out there. He was playing backyard football. He was getting hit. He was escaping. He was running around in the pocket, making plays down the field, and finding his man, C. Johnson, the wide receiver, big wide receiver, who had over 190 yards. And now he might be an NFL prospect because of his great performance in a big-time game. But this is my question to USC. Why were you playing man-to-man coverage with under 2 minutes to play in the game? Why weren't you dropping 8 to 9 guys into the secondary? That confuses me. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. Like, why would you do that? But anyway, USC, their defense in the end of the day made the play when they had to, as they always do. They forced a fumble inside the 5-yard line in double overtime, and Sam Darnold, he got it done just like he did in the Rose Bowl. He figured it out. Should have thrown 2 touchdowns in both of the overtimes, but 1 was dropped. They kicked the field goal. Congratulations to the field goal kicker. You made the kick when you had to, and USC, you got the win, and you move on. Now, the early game that happened with the great quarterback was Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen, he had a decent game. He threw the ball over 56 times. When you throw the ball that much, you're bound to make mistakes. Now, he did make a lot of good plays that left NFL scouts like, wow, he can play in this league. But then he also made some terrible throws, but he threw the ball too many times, and he had to because this team, UCLA, has a terrible defense. They gave up 45 points in the first game, 48 points now. That's too much. I'm sorry, UCLA. You have a good quarterback. I'm sorry you lost Memphis. Congratulations on the win. Now, this is kind of a miscellaneous, I was going to say, about Florida. I was going to talk about their game against Tennessee. This was supposed to be about the 3 main quarterbacks and their games. But wow, on the final play of the game, Florida just threw a Hail Mary, 65 yards by quarterback Franks, and they won the game. I didn't watch much of that game, to be honest, but that was quite impressive. That was quite a show. They won the game, their first offensive touchdown since the 4th quarter of their bowl game last year. So Florida, that's why we love college football. The unexpected, the unpredictable always seems to happen. That's the end of today's video, guys. I appreciate it. You guys enjoy the rest of your NFL Sunday and watch my picks. I know you guys won't see the early picks, but watch them for tonight's games and for the 4:15 games. Thanks for watching, and peace.